We believe we have found the simplest, most profitable home business out there. We even wager a US $10,000 challenge out of my own pocket if anyone can beat it. Hello, this is Neil Waterhouse. Back in the year 2000, I sold my computer business and found the simplest and most profitable home business became my obsession. I just wanted a simple business which produced enough cash flow to allow me to work from home. Therefore, it enabled me to spend more time with my family, as well as providing enough spare cash and spare time to do the things I really enjoy in life, like my hobbies, etc. Our goal here is to save you the 11 years and over $1 million of my own money that I've invested testing businesses all over the world, and to show you, importantly, what works and why. The results will shock many. To find the most profitable home businesses around, we've continually travelled the world to meet the people at the top of their game. These meetings include meeting the second richest man in the world, Warren Buffett, in his hometown of Omaha, Nebraska, USA. More about that meeting shortly. My goal is to always hunt out the fastest and most profitable ways to make money from home. We don't just talk about the businesses we test, we run them and we share all the data from them. Our most profitable business is what we call our control business, and we are always looking to better it. However, it's going to have to be good to beat our latest control business. I'll show you this business in a moment. Like I said earlier, I also offer a $10,000 challenge out of my own pocket to anyone who can beat our control business. If anyone can show me a business which we can replicate in our lab in less than 1 month, which is more profitable, can be started with zero cost, is fully automated, and with a minimum of 3 years proven history, can be 100% verified, and it's 100% true and accurate, anyone else can do it, and is so simple a 10-year-old can do it, then the $10,000 is yours, and that's a promise. That is exactly what our control home business is today, and we're going to show you it. Before I get started, it's critical to know the path I've taken to get to the present. Let me show you some important things first. Sometimes I may show you something which you could be perceived as showing off. This is not my intention. What I'm about to reveal to you is not done to wave my own flag or show off. My aim is to show you the evidence of all the extensive research and testing my staff and myself have carried out. Over the last decade, the options of working from home have improved dramatically. This is thanks mainly to the internet, as it gives us the ability to access nearly 7 billion internet users worldwide from our couch in your living room. And that figure is growing every day.
Enter central computer.
Even better news is, you no longer need any money or a ton of time to make money from home. However, according to the latest data, most people are going in the wrong direction. The current buzz is social media. Millions of people are building social media businesses which are massively time draining, using social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, etc. However, the latest data shows social media is not where the money is. Only 4% of the money being spent on the internet is going to social media. In addition, the 4% has massive competition from everybody trying to make $1 on the social media platform. We need our home business to be in the most profitable area and with the least competition. The Pareto principle, also known as the 80-20 rule, states 80% of the effects come from 20% of the causes. What that means to you and me is that 80% of the profits come from only 20% of what we do. The secret is to work out exactly what makes the most money from the least amount of effort and then do more of it. This 80-20 rule is used by almost all highly successful businesses and business people. If you'd like to know more about the 80-20 principle, there's a great book by David Koch called the 80-20 principle. I would highly recommend it. From the graph above, only 4% of e-commerce internet sales are done through social media, and that 4% is mostly from big sellers, as you can see from the chart below. Just so we speak the same language, let's confirm exactly what a home business is. When push comes to shove, some people are looking for a business where money flows in their bank account for doing nothing or selling nothing. And let's be honest, when was the last time you sent money to someone else's business for them doing nothing or supplying nothing? We cannot do nothing and get paid for it. However, we can be very smart in what we're willing to do and critically not do to get people to send us money. This forms a huge part of the criteria for a home business tailored to yourself. We are all different in what we consider is important to us, as well as in our likes and dislikes. Some people love selling. I hate it, and would prefer to spend more time with my kids. I need you to write a list of criteria by which you judge what you're willing to do and, most importantly, not do. This is my latest criteria for home business. However, it was not this specific back in 2000 when I started researching home businesses. I had to learn the hard way with my own time and with my own money. All of our businesses today conform strictly to this criteria. Must be proven. Absolutely no guesswork. Must have a rock-solid proven minimum 3-year history where you can actually see it making money first. Must be able to at least produce the award wage in less than 1 month, and with no limit to the maximum amount. No MLM, or multi-level marketing. No talking to people. It must be fun. We only get one chance at life, let's enjoy it. Must be family friendly. I have 4 kids and I like getting them involved. Must be simple. This is a lesson from the business investor Warren Buffett, who is also the second richest man in the world. Warren only gets involved in basic businesses which he understands. A home business must be very simple too. In our experience, if you cannot explain it in 1 paragraph to a 10-year-old, then it's too complex. My wife Nicole grew up on 100 acres in Canada and has always had a yearning to live back again on a farm, so it's even more critical for us to have a business which can be run from a remote location. No affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing was very profitable 5 years ago. However, Google has pretty much banned it now. If you don't know what you're doing, it's a great way to suck your credit card dry very quickly. No writing ebooks. We've done this and had good success, and I even wrote a course on how to do it back in 2006 called Free Cash. However, there are even simpler and easier ways to make money today. No social media. Social media involves spending endless hours writing to social media sites collecting millions of followers. We are not interested in having 1 million friends on Facebook. All we want to do is make maximum profit for the least amount of time and money. Highly automated. Must be able to run by itself 24/7. Must follow nature's law of diversification using the natural tree theory. Let me explain. In nature, the leaves of a tree capture sunlight. The more leaves a tree has, the more sunlight it captures. Following nature, a strong, stable business also looks like a tree with many leaves on it. However, in business, instead of catching sunlight, every leaf is another separate income catching more money. Taking this lesson from nature provides you with a very stable, diverse business with many different income streams flowing to your bank account. I'll explain how to do this shortly. Lifestyle. This for me is the most important criteria. We only get 1 chance at life, and it's critical that we try every minute of every day to enjoy every second of it. Long ago, I realised that most people, when they're lying on their deathbed about to pass away, do not wish they'd spent more time at work. They wish they'd spent more quality time with their family. 97% of people who own their own business really just have a job. However, they will rarely admit it. They spend more hours working in their own business and get paid less than they would if they had a conventional job. The best home business provides multiple passive income streams so you can take extended holidays anytime you wish. Recession proof. In hard times, people stop buying houses, cars, boats, holidays, etc. However, they still buy many small things to make them happy. No fads. Not seasonal. 0 or very minimal staff. To know how we have selected the best business, it is critical that I share with you how we got there. Back in 1991, I started a part-time computer company in the spare room of our house and called it Cam1 Computer Wholesale. This part-time business sold computers and peripherals. On Saturday mornings, we would drive over to the other side of the city to pick up parts from an importer, then come home and screw the computers together. I would then run a small advertisement in the local paper and sell the items during the week to people who came over to the house and picked them up at night, after work, or on the weekend. At first, I would build 1 computer per week, then 2, 3, 4, and after 6 months, it grew to over 20 computers per week. At that point, I made the jump to being full-time, and the business grew, and slowly I started supplying to more and more companies instead of individuals. Supplying companies seemed great, as it was all done by phone, fax, and couriers. Very rarely ever meeting people. This not having to talk to people would later become part of the criteria in my search for the perfect home business. It got to the point where the house and garage were bursting at the seams. It was time to spend some money and lease office space. All of a sudden, I realised I'd lost the luxury of working from home in my favourite tracksuit, as well as other luxuries of working from home. Suddenly I had to get up earlier and get dressed, then waste more time driving to the office. I really missed the luxuries of working from home. I promised myself the next business would be from home. Cam1 grew and grew, and in the year 2000 it had 18 staff and consumed my life. Often I would start at 7 AM and get home 12 plus hours later. It was killing me and my family life. Time to sell, and I sold it at the end of 2000. The good, the bad, and the ugly lessons of Cam1. Good points. Strong, good cash flow, and reasonably good profits. Negatives. Higher capital with over $1 million invested, borrowed, Our latest businesses were started with zero capital and make more profit. I'll show you in a moment. I had to the office to make sure it ran correctly, therefore dramatically affecting my lifestyle. Next business. My dad got me into computers, however it was never my passion. When I was 15 years old, he took me to his beloved Apple Users Group in Sydney, Australia. Within the meeting, two ladies who owned a relatively new company store called The Computer Shop stood up and asked if someone could demonstrate the new Apple II computer at the Sydney's Royal Leicester Show. Suddenly my arm was in the air, only thanks to my dad, and 2 weeks later, during the school holidays, I had my first part-time computer job demonstrating Apple II computers. I tried to explain to everybody that my knowledge and desires were purely in how to load Pac-Man and other games from the table to the computer. Back in those days, 30 years ago, that was apparently enough to demonstrate a computer. After leaving school, I worked full-time for the computer shop, never really enjoying it as it was not my passion. However, like many people, as I got older and got myself more life expenses like car repayments, food, girlfriends, etc., I found myself in the position of being locked into an industry I knew, and I could make more money from it than anything else I knew. With the sale of Cam 1 19 years later, I was fortunate to have some spare cash, so I could finally, after 19 years, break away from the computer industry. Time to do something fun. Cars at the time were my passion, and from 1997, besides Cam 1, I've been importing a few cars from Japan and the USA to test the market, and even sold some of them to celebrities, like Rene Rivkin with his Dodge Viper. Again, I do not show pictures like this to Obo and Flago show off. They're there purely to demonstrate, as a picture speaks 1,000 words. For the Vipers, I had to set up another Australian business called Cam 1 Conversions. These cars had to be converted from left to right-hand drive, which was a pretty big job, and took 18 months for the government to approve the conversions. And issuers with a license to convert 25 cars a year. In 2002, 2 years after the sale of the computer company, I suddenly realised I had leased a workshop, had staff, and was spending more and more time at the workshop. Deja vu happening all over again. Time to sell the car import business, and by mid-2002 it was sold. The good, the bad, and the ugly lessons from Cam 1 Conversions. The good profit when the cars finally sell. The bad,